Right. Wish there was a separate option here to not, like, I don't want to show the, I suppose having them combined, not combined and not showing labels is a bit, is a bit silly, isn't it? All right, well, we'll go with this. This is fine. Right. What were we up to? Fast CGI. Yeah, so we're PDO, PGSQL. So we want some PHP FPM. Interesting. So the application code has to be mounted in both containers. I suppose that makes sense. And then we got depending on. Okay, so we'll go for PHP 8. We'll go for 8.4 FPM Alpine. See what happens. I guess we'll call this Caddy instead. And we'll call this one. We'll go PHP. And we'll go image. We'll use PHP 8.4. I kind of want to see both of these at the same time. So we'll go like this. It'll do. Just got to be rough. Right. PHP. What do we got here? Volumes. So volumes. var html. Right, now as for Caddy, I can't remember how we were configuring that. We've got this Caddy file. So we're copying. Oh, that's right. And the Caddy. Yeah, okay. So I suppose the other way is to make a Docker file and copy in the code into the container as well in the PHP, which I feel like. I don't know, that feels like it makes the containers a lot larger. So maybe with the Caddy file I just want to copy it across, but I don't actually want to copy across the application files for now. We'll just roll with that. And we'll mount the application files. We'll mount the application files as well, a mount point, a bind mount. So I guess we're going to do the same here. So Caddy by default serves It did say something about don't... Oh no, that was the caddy file. You're not supposed to bind mount, so we're not going to do that. Do not copy the caddy, mount the caddy file directly. Yeah, so we're not doing that. We are copying the caddy file across. Alright, so now we need to mount this to /srv. So we'll go defaults, not in here, default. Right, so we've got to have a look at static file server PHP. Here we go. Root serve /public. This is what we want right here. So we'll just we'll go for I don't know, we'll go for Ussemble.com and we'll go root serve public. What does encode mean? I'm not quite sure about that. File server? All right. Well, we'll go for gzip compression. We'll do all the performance stuff later. For now. So we're going to mount this folder in /srv, and for PHP we're mounting it in var .html. Caddy file, we are not passing it to localhost. We are going to be passing it to whatever we call that service, which we're going to call it PHP. We'll call it PHP Fast AGI actually. No, wait. PHP FPM is Fast AGI Process Manager, right? So it's the same thing. So we'll just call it PHP FPM, I think. I don't know what service name, Docker naming. What are they allowed? Dashes and underscores. I don't know, what's better? Dash probably. It does look better to me. Yeah, that feels better. Looks more familiar. Alright, so we got port 9000, which is the default, I think. Right, so at this stage, we're not compiling anything, we're just completely mounting this current folder. Which is going to change in the future, but it'll help me debug a few things. The other thing we got to do is point Ussemble.com locally for now. I'm just going to use Pi-hole for that, just off screen. Just gonna use Pi-hole to redirect that locally for a while. Although I could just use the host file, but yeah, whatever. So we're not going to be exposing port 80 because I know I've already used that about. We'll just pick a random one like 23.380. That'll do. And yeah, we can just connect to that. It's binding it to the host, which is my dev box. It's the NAS. So yeah, I reckon I just put in a local record. All right, now let's see if we can ping that. Ping. Okay. That looks like it's actually using the proper IP address. Why did I open that up for? PowerShell. Ping. Ussemble.com. There we go. The NAS IP. Alright. Redis for VS Code. I mean, yeah, why not? Give it a crack. Alright, we've got that sorted out, so we've got this basic caddy file, we've got the stupid Docker file. Now, are we actually using that Docker file though? So, to use a custom Docker file, this is what we're going to do. We're going to use the build. Come on, AI, you're better than this. Docker/Docker file, thank you very much. No, it's just Docker file. I mean, yeah, sure, I could call it something different, something more meaningful. All right. So I feel like, are we? Yeah, we might be stepping on some other ports. You know what? I'm going to actually not forward those ports to the host, so they can just run quietly in the background. Same with Redis. I just want to see if this boots up. So in order to find that out, we're going to have to figure out where the heck this is actually. I always get confused with this. This workspace folder, which my dev box uses, is actually on my NAS box. So we're going to go into PowerShell. We're going to SSH into the NAS. My gosh. No seeing the password. Alright, and then we're going to go to quits. Yes. Right, now we're in the NAS box. We're going to bash because it's nicer. And shell. We'll go share/container/ The code? No. Dev box? No. It's not that. Oh, hey man, you got another question for me. What's going on today? What are you? Hope it's easier than the last one you asked me. Right, so share homes. Yeah, let me go home. Code. That's where it is. Oh, what a mess. How you been feeling like? Is that the question? Like, how have I been feeling? Just in general? Like, actually. No BS. I'm curious why. I mean, you're welcome. I mean, welcome to ask that, but I wonder if there's a reason why. How am I feeling? Kinda like I'm hanging on to my responsibilities every day. Getting through work. Tried to go for I felt knackered, but I still got out for a run, try and keep fit. Have dinner. Try and muster the energy together to do my own projects in the evening like this. I feel like there's some great things to achieve just there, but there's not enough time and hours in the day, so I feel very frustrated sometimes, and I get frustrated myself. My focus and my attention and my ability and my tiredness to get frustrated at those things getting in my way of being able to do them. But here we are, and I'm doing it now, and I'm getting this together, so it's something. So like, yeah, I mean, it's just always the thing with me. I've lived a life of doing projects, a life of wanting to do really cool things and build really cool things, but just ADHD's a bitch sometimes. Right, let's go Docker compose up. Just see what happens. Wait a minute, Docker not found. What are you talking about? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, maybe I gotta do it. Maybe I gotta do it in shell. Maybe it's in here. Yeah, it is. I gotta use shell. God dang it. What about you, my throbbing friend? How's the life of the mysterious new Twitch viewer? C-space / homes. But again, it's the journey, not the destination, right? I mean, the destination's great, but you got to enjoy what you're doing at the time. You got to enjoy the process of getting it done. However, there is a limit, and at some point you do want to see some results. And I certainly, excuse me, I certainly do. But nothing's guaranteed, right? So, anyone who's ever had any success has failed a hell of a lot more times than they've succeeded. Right, here we go. Running Docker compose up. We are pulling the images down from Docker Hub. And we'll see if db user variable is not set. Dang it! Did I not create an env file? Or maybe okay. Are you into detective movies? Ooh, like what? Probably, I mean, I wouldn't say that's my general genre. Like, I don't not like them. And I actually like what are some of my favorite movies? You know, like, well, actually one I'm really excited about is Hail Mary coming up. I really want to see that. But like Wall-E is one of my all-time faves. A few dramas like Shawshank Redemption and stuff like that. Classic movies. Jurassic Park. Perfect encryption exists. There are ways to transfer info without it being able to solve the cipher. Interesting. Well, are you talking about quantum encryption? I believe, yeah, they've been making some strides with quantum communication lately. Quantum entanglement over great distances. It's been pretty impressive. I don't know. Theoretically unbreakable. Eavesdropper detecting encryption. And you know they're eavesdropping because the second somebody observes it. It relies on the no cloning theorem. Photons cannot be copied, and the Heisenberg uncertainty measurement disturbs the system. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Oh, here we go. Crikey. Alright, we got... Validating authorization failed. Yeah, but I didn't want that as HTTPS. So how do I not post just is going? All right, database system is ready to accept connections. Shut down immediate. That's because it's just initializing the database at this stage, so we've got to wait for that to happen. What do we got? PHP FPM is running and ready to handle connections. That's beautiful. You know what? I think we've got some stuff going on here. How would you solve a murder case where it is mathematically impossible to solve the cipher? Well, what do you mean? Like, the cipher? How is the cipher the answer to the murder case? I would say that any action in the world, like a murder, leaves more than one trace. You know, it leaves other echoes as well as perhaps a quantum cipher. I'm not sure. I don't know how that's... right, what do we got? We are going to try going Ussemble.com and see what happens. Protocol error. Sick. Okay, so we've got this auto redirect going to HTTPS. We don't want that. So we definitely don't want so how do we turn off HTTPS in Caddy? I don't want HTTP. So, I mean, maybe if I just go listen on port 80. Oh, is it port 80? How do you not do caddy no HTTPS? Explicitly define the port in your caddy file. Alternatively, add auto HTTPS off globally to disable it entirely. Yeah, that might be the way to do that now, for now. But why don't we just go HTTP actually? Because, you know, that might be right. All right, so what we got to do here is close that down. Imagine Kira. Kira? Oh, Kira. Death Note's great. I love Death Note. Yes. That was a great show. I haven't seen that in so long. If that's what you're talking about. All right, here we go. Admin endpoint. Validating authorization. Why is it still trying to get HTTP? Why is it still trying to get certificates for it? I don't want them. So we're going to try this again. See if it's actually listened. Oh, you know what? It hasn't, because we've got to rebuild the damn thing. And how do we do that again? We've got to go Docker compose. Let's go Docker compose help and see what happens. Pretty sure build or rebuild services. So, and then Docker compose up, create and start. Yeah, so I think we got to go build. Docker compose build. Caddy load, yeah. And then up. Right, so we shouldn't have as much caddy complaining anymore, which is good. Okay, so that worked. Right, and then we go here. Hey, can you just not redirect me, please? Wow. Goodness sakes. Alright, I'm just going to go in private, and we're going to go HTTP. Continue to site. SSL protocol. You dick. Okay, well that's fine. That might actually be coming from somewhere else. Like, we can probably see where that redirect is coming from. Why it insists on sending me to HTTPS. I don't care about performance right now, thank you very much. Alright, so we're going to go HTTP, and we're going to see where the redirect comes from if it tells me. 307 internal redirect, disk cache. Okay. Clear site data, please. Probably still going to do the same damn thing. Yeah, disk cache. Okay, fine. I'll start a new window then. Take that. See if that does anything. Alright, here we go. HTTP Ussemble.com. Right, we've got a redirect fulfilled by temporary redirect. Continue, not secure, continue to site. And you are in private mode. Continue. Disk cache. You serious? Non-authoritative reason. How the heck do you stop that? Non-auth HTTPS upgrades. Am I just going to have to get HTTPS working? Oh, man. I really didn't want to do that. But I can. That's fine. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just do the damn thing. Get it working. Alright, so in that case I'm gonna have to use point the domain name. I'm not sure if I'm ready to do this. I think I might just localhost it for now. I mean, I don't know if I can localhost it. Let me think. Let's just go. Let's just go 19. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna solve this? Localhost ain't gonna work, I don't think. I mean, can we just do a star? Can we just do a catch-all match for this server, maybe, for now? Apps, wildcard match. Using a caddy file. Here we go. See localhost. What's it? Is your site's address? A local. All right. Well, okay. Let's go. Let's do this then. Let's go assemble.test. Let's try it. Not text. Test, please. Let's try that. And then I'm gonna need to set that up in my Pi-hole local DNS as well to point to the right place. You're trying to make a really efficient conlang, and you keep being brought back to binary or trinary. How would, like, conlang, like, who's speaking this language, right? Who's going to be using this language? Because if it's spoken communication, speaking in ones and zeros, is going to be. But if imagine if you had a species which communicated via flashes of light, right? So they basically communicated by pulse lights. And imagine if they could flash different colors and incredibly fast, right? So then you could have like a trinary or quaternary communication system. I don't know, that'd be strange bloomin' aliens, but you know. Strange aliens they would be. With multicolored flashes of light. Did you see UFOs while flying planes? Look, I'm going to be honest. I don't think so. I mean, unidentified flying objects. I saw a couple of strange things which I didn't like fully understand at first, but then those things made sense. But I wouldn't say that I couldn't hand on heart say that I've seen a UFO. And that might just be a process, that might just be an outcome of my what do we call it, that might just be an outcome of my natural skepticism. I'm not sure, although actually they say that sometimes skeptics, I don't know, I thought I read something somewhere about how there's a certain level of skepticism which actually causes people to see. Yeah, anyway, whatever. I'm rambling. But yeah, no, I can't say I did see one. But I'm not saying that nobody else, who claims to have seen one hasn't. They just didn't think I was interesting enough, Right, so we got assemble.test. That's good. We're buying. What are we doing? Assemble.test. We got HTTPS. So, right, I'm going to need to do the whole Docker build thing again. I was flying at night once. I remember I was flying at night. And there was like a meteorite or something that re-entered the atmosphere and like broke up. So like it was this real star. It was just this quick shooting star, and then it got brighter and brighter and brighter, and then just flew apart and into these different traces, which was pretty cool, must say. So what's going on here? What's Caddy trying to do? Obtain assemble.test. Does not end with a valid public suffix. Yeah, that's because we're doing internal TLS. But the problem is that then is going to say protocol error. Because, so we need to use internal TLS. But, I mean, the weird thing is that this says it doesn't even... You don't need to do anything like that. Yeah, so I mean, base almost isn't base anything possible, just about. Let's read up about Caddy test domains. I could just set up Cloudflare DNS, but I don't want to go that far right now. I just want a real easy way to do it locally. Local HTTPS. To serve non-public sites, Caddy generates its own CA and uses it to sign certificates. The trust chain consists of a root and intermediate. Yep. Does not use Acme or any DNS validation. It works only on the local machine and is trusted only where the CA's root certificate is installed. So, should I run this from... No, it's because I'm running it from Docker, so it's not going to work. On-demand TLS. It's not what I want either. Internal. I know there's an internal DNS. Internal DNS. host names qualify for publicly trusted certificates if they are not local host. Yeah. .local. So maybe .test is not... We can't actually use that. So maybe I should change that to like .local. See what happens. See what happens. DB user variable is not set. I really need to sort that out. But the problem is I've already created the database now, so it's not going to recreate it again. I have to delete the volume every time. I don't suppose that's the worst thing in the world. Right, let's see what happens with Caddy this time. Caddy. It's trying stuff. Updated config. Although it doesn't look like it's gone out and tried to obtain a certificate, which is good. Failed to increase receive buffer size, that's fine. pkica.local, installing root certificate. Yeah, nice. Okay, that's better. Alright, so I need to change my DNS pointers. Off screen here, so I don't give all my trade secrets away here. We're going to go assemble.local and we're going to point that to the NAS server where this thing's running. We're going to go in private, we're going to go assemble.local and see what happens. Protocol error, you've got to be kidding me. You I don't know where it's getting the idea to redirect to... Where it's getting the idea to redirect to HTTPS from. I feel like I haven't... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not getting any, like... Certificate obtained successfully. Identifier, assemble.local, issuer local. Well, maybe I'm jumping the gun. SSL protocol error. The site does not have a certificate. Cert util is not available. I don't think that's needed though, because I mean this is like literally the official caddy Docker image, so surely that wouldn't be that munted. None of these issues are deal breakers. I've seen all these before. So I mean that's all kind of working. So, but the actual site isn't. So we're just getting protocol error, which is a bit stink. It doesn't have a certificate at all. Okay. Alright, we could always ask AI. See what happens. It's just a crappy old chat GPT. See what that comes up with before we dive into anything more serious. We go, I'm using Caddy Docker image to serve a Laravel web application. I have mounted I just want to run this locally. No public DNS. I have mounted the application code into /serve on the container. I have a PHP FPM server container running also at PHP FPM 9000. What should the caddy file look like? See what it comes up with. Minimal caddy file, port 80, root. So root star. Serve static assets. Then add to your machine localhost. Yeah, but it's not localhost, it's but that's fine. It shouldn't matter. Make sure the app URL is correct. Ah, yeah, true. Actually, that's a good point. Don't use serve as root. It must be serve/public. Yeah, I've done that. Okay, what's this root star? This root directive on caddy. Gotta look that up. Root matcher. Yeah, right. So it was necessary to specify a wildcard matcher token. Right, so maybe you didn't need to do that previously, but we do now. Or maybe not. What? Oh, a wildcard matcher was required. Ah, so we don't need that. See, AI, you're behind the times, mate. No, I mean, to be fair, it is a free model, and I don't think I was even signed in. So, let's go and see what else it says. Encode. Yeah, we want Gzip. Oh, do we want Gzip? Yeah, I'll do Gzip now. Why not? See, standard. Right. File server. HTTP. So let's just go 80. Or 80. I just realized what my mistake was, and I'm an idiot. I don't believe it. Oh my god. I know exactly what my mistake was. I'm such a fool. Okay, here we go. Ussemble dot local. I'm an idiot. One of the reasons, the reason why I'm having an issue here, we're going to go local. I don't think I've got anything here forcing HTTPS, so DB username, that was the other thing that wasn't set properly, right? So DB username, it was saying it wasn't set, but I think that's because of that. It's the wrong variable name being passed through. Yeah, I think all the rest is okay. So let's try this again, and I can't remember what port it was that I fired it up on. It was this one, 233. Yeah, alright, well, we'll give that a go again soon. Just close that down for now, and we'll reset everything. Let's go. So the database, I'm probably going to have to delete. I'm probably going to have to delete the volume. RM. I wonder if we can do this. Dang it. Ussemble. We'll just do DB data then. Volume is in use. What? That's better. Okay, so that's deleted. And then now we can go Docker compose build to rebuild it with a new Docker file, a new caddy file, the new env. And we should be good. Have we got any more on this UFO stuff? No, we don't. I'm curious. Has Cody seen a UFO? Docker compose up. Right, so this is going to take a while because the database is going to have to repopulate. But let's see. Have a little rest while it's doing its thing. As user, Ussemble, nice. Okay, so it worked this time. Just because of stupid variable mismatch. It's good. Right, what have we got going on here then? Caddy file. Certificate installed properly in Linux trusts. Okay. It's looking good. Alright, so HTTP symbol.local port 23380. And it's still redirecting me to freaking HTTPS. Unbelievable. Well, okay, so what if we do a curl? Like HTTP... Oh, wait, because we don't actually have a symbol on here, do we? I mean, what if I went straight to the old IP address? It redirects. Interesting. I'm really interested where that redirect is coming from. But nothing's telling me because it's all this, like, stupid... Right, so let's have a look. Let's clear out the network tab. Let's take away all these filters. Let's go back to HTTP. Let's go to the Ussemble.local and we'll go to 23380. Right, so we've got a redirect. It's a permanent redirect. Obviously, we've got no response headers. Remote address. Server caddy. So caddy is redirecting. Okay. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. That it is actually getting to caddy. And caddy is doing the thing. And that would make sense considering... Okay, so I'm just going to go for the global. Going to go for the global config. We're going to go auto HTTPS false. I think that's how you do it. I can't remember. Auto HTTPS off. Disable only HTTP. Yeah, okay, that's actually what I want. Disable redirects is pretty good. I think we do that. So that way we can force... Hey, what's up, Nasty? Seeing some caddy. Damn straight you are. I love caddy. Caddy is the beast of a server. It is... I love it. I love it. I was like, do I use Nginx? Do I use Apache? Oh, I can barely say it. Or do I use... You know, I mean, there are some others as well, but I love caddy. I don't know. Probably because I like Go as a programming language, and caddy's coded in Go, so I've got a soft spot for it like that. But I do just like easy things because I'm lazy and I'm stupid. So, you know, I go for the easy stuff where I can. It's taken me long enough to get here, so. All right, let's go down. But anyway, welcome, Nasty. What's your jam? What are you into? All right, Docker Compose build and up. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Alright, so now we shouldn't get a redirect. Now, if the disk cache gets in the way, I can always use, which it is, the disk cache is getting in the way. Oh, wait, hang on. That's not fair. I didn't have the port number in there, which was 23380, I think. Dang it. Okay. Let's go in private HTTP. I should probably watch the network tab while I'm doing this just to see. I'm not gaslighting myself. 23380. For goodness sakes. Disk cache. How is it disk? Like, what? Sir, why? One day I'm gonna force this damn thing to just serve me the website non-H. See, this is a problem. Caddy is great because it automatically does HTTPS stuff for you, right? Fantastic, really useful. But when you don't want it, apparently, it's a pain in the butt. Caddy's a bit too simple for you sometimes. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Look, admittedly. Like, I mean, in production, software I work on every day, you know, we use Nginx. We need that level of control. But, you know, for certain projects, I just find caddy is absolutely fantastic. I really do appreciate what they're trying to achieve and what they have achieved. 23380. This is just absolute insanity. Oh, hang on a second. I wonder. No, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be listening to. I mean, I wonder if I can just run this on my Windows machine then. Do it via localhost. I shouldn't have to be jumping through these hoops. I mean, this should work. I should have port 23380 open on the host, which is my NAS box. And it shouldn't be traffic. Oh, that's weird. Tired doing Docker stuff with Caddy. Yeah. Hey, you're speaking to somebody who's literally trying to stay awake right now doing this. And I'm pretty close to throwing in the towel and just setting up proper SSL through Cloudflare DNS on the proper domain name and everything, but I really don't want to do that because right now not ready. So but I've heard a bit about that traffic server. I've never used it myself. I've heard that it's like still pretty like it's got some I don't know, cloud native application proxy. Right, okay. See, and that's the other cool I mean, that's the cool thing about these, right? So Nginx does it. They all do, really. They all do this. They all do reverse proxying and load balancing. And I do like Caddy does have a load balancer as well, and all that sort of thing. So yeah, I don't know, I guess. And it's got some pretty impressive stats too in terms of speed. Like it's quite fast. There's a lot of different benchmarks about all those different servers out there, and you know, you read one set of benchmarks and it's like one's in the lead, and then there's another one, they're all like flat, and then there's another one and it's completely reversed, and it's like it depends, like, oh man, it depends so much on like the whole architecture of what you got going on here and the type of application you're running, size of requests, and auto exposes your stuff without doing any config. Hang on. But Caddy was too simple? I mean, auto exposing stuff, I assume it's safe. I assume they've done it in a way that, you know, you're not just gonna yeah, obviously you would. Okay, what am I doing? I'm losing focus. I said I've got focus mode engaged on my stream. I can't be a liar. Assemble.local. Alright, let's just, you know, it's just not working. It's just not working for me. And it's really bothering me that it's not working. I feel like I'm missing something incredibly simple. What if we do the full qualifier? What if we go like that? Will that make any difference if we include the port name on there? I don't think so, because I mean that's Caddy config, so it should be like that's what it's listening to, and we're not listening on that port inside the Caddy container. We're listening on port 80. No, I don't know. I'm just literally throwing shit at the wall now and seeing what happens. Which is not a good place to be. When I start doing that, I've got to claw myself back and go, no. Don't just, you know, keep trying crap until it works. Oh man, I feel like I'm doing something to myself not good here. Do I even have Chrome installed? Do I have Firefox installed? No. I don't have another browser. Why am I using frickin' Micro crap edge. Close in private windows. Maybe it was because another window was open. Oh my god, it was. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, I hate it. Okay. I hate that was what that was. It's because there was another in private window. So in private, each window doesn't have its own sandbox. Oh, that's so annoying. I hate that was it. Anyway, okay. Well, let's start rolling back all these random changes that I did and see which one actually makes things work. Alright, let's see what you got here. Yeah, self-hosted Vercel kind of alternative. There's traffic built in. Yeah, we read that already. Yeah, it's mostly for preview deployments. So you do a git commit to a branch. Coolify builds the output and automatically deploys it on a preview subdomain with full SSL and stuff, which easily works with multiple preview deployments running, which you can't do that easily with Caddy. Yeah, or yeah, I mean, if it's just want to be able to do a pull request to a project, automatically have your Coolify bot deploy it to a preview environment. Yeah, right. I mean, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I haven't used, I gotta say I haven't used Coolify, so, so it looks like it's, I mean, Coolify is the hosting platform though, so it's more than just traffic. It's not that traffic's doing, Coolify's taken the hard work out of it by giving you those tools to deploy to a new preview subdomain and stuff, and it's doing all the hard work of the architecture spin up and configuration and everything like that, which is pretty cool. I'll admit, like, I like that. It's awesome. I mean, I've got some things like you can run Coolify on your own hardware. Damn. You see, that's pretty cool. Like, that's pretty cool. Open source self. Okay, that's really actually kind of neat. If like, okay, maybe I cannot get distracted tonight. Building in live streams. What? Okay. But anyway, I mean, you can deploy to any server. Cool. Push to deploy. Yep. Automated DB backups. Free SSL. I mean, this, yeah, it looks pretty amazing. Discord. I have a, oh man, this is one of those things, you know, like I start a project and I'm all guns blazing. I like dive in, like all about it, you know, and then I way overestimate or underestimate how long it takes for things to build up. I forget how long it takes for things to build up sometimes, you know. So I got this Discord sitting there that I've had for ages, with no real plan of how to use it, or I mean, or I'm gonna use it, but that's okay. It's there, it's done. What are you working on today anyway? Oh, same thing. I'm working on this friggin' server Docker file thing. I just wanted to, because I felt so bad the other night. I was like so tired and I didn't get anything done. I was like just clicking around, which is basically what I'm doing now. I've got distracted again because there's people in chat, which is, yeah, why what do I think's going to happen? You know, like a stream, people come in, start talking to me about cool tech, like Coolify, you know, which I'm going to take a serious look at now because it sounds pretty awesome actually. So, be in the know, then I can make my own decision, sort of thing. But anyway, yeah, so anyway, I'm working on getting this thing up and running, and I almost have, sort of, I've almost got the containers built and things. So that's really what I want to do. I just kind of want to have the environment running locally so I can spin up the site, and then I can start doing some more stuff at a later time. You want to chat? You want to build? You want to grow a channel? Yes. Yes. That's it. I don't want to choose. I don't want to choose one or the other. It's all right. I mean, I've grown it. I've had another Twitch channel, and I did games. Okay, so like the most saturated thing in the market, right? And it was going pretty well for a while. And if I had the energy and the time, I would have really liked to have pushed it more, but I did not. And then I let it die. And then, yeah. And I was like, hey, well, maybe a way that I can keep it going and keep the energy going is if I stream, if I mix those two worlds together, those things that I want to do, those projects that I want to make, and streaming. But now I'm like squeezing in a stream at night after a massive day at work and before bed, and it's just not, it's not sustainable. So I need to figure out a good way to structure my days so that I can actually have some energy on stream and make some progress, not just sit here clicking through different windows like I'm doing right now. Buildstory.com. Oh god, another thing I've got to look at now. I sound very ungrateful, but 1 week, build your thing, share your story. Global fully remote hackathon focused on good vibes and good practices. AI first hackathon. Oh, is this a vibe coding mission thing? I gotta say, if I say vibe coding and I sound like I'm hassling, I'm not. Because I really like AI as a tool, but I am a professional, believe it or not. Doesn't look like it right now. It's because I'm not doing what I do every day. But yeah, programming is my day job. So I know the balance, and I know where it has its limits still. What? Use whatever you like. Oh, there's nothing to sell you. We're here to build and learn. Okay. Ship something. Use any tools. Yeah. I mean, it sounds nice. Timelines are filling up. It's quite a nice little website. Quite nicely designed. Who? Wait, some of these links don't work. Is this AI built? I'm just kidding. These links don't work. What the heck? Come on, guys. Doing it live since 2018. Does that name ring a bell? Is this why the name rings a bell? Because he's from New Zealand? Internationally unrecognized streamer. It is. He's a Kiwi. I do know this. like, I'm a Kiwi, so of course, like, I live in New Zealand. I know every other New Zealander that there is. No, seriously though, like, I don't know this guy, but like, I'm sure it's something to do with him before. Vaguely, I can't think of why. X Shopify. Did he have anything to do with Wind Cave? No. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. I've been thoroughly distracted now. Focus mode not engaged. Thanks a lot. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. Looks cool. I really want to keep going this. You did wonder about that tag on top. What tag? What? Those? Shit, man, now I understand what. Throwing you back. Where did you go? You went into the ether. You became... Focus mode engaged. Yeah, I know. Like, I'm a liar, okay? I admit it. What am I even doing? Where am I up to? What am I trying at the moment? Connection refused. Okay. Well, that's alright. Because... that's fine. Because I think... What did I do last time? I stopped everything. So now we're going to go build. Maybe you need a Pomodoro thing. Yeah, I've thought about that. Maybe I just need to take a second helping of Ritalin at night. No, can't do that. That's not good. Throwing. I don't look. I appreciate. Like, I love math and science and coding and all that sort of stuff as much as the next math science coder nerd, right? But I am not a mathematician. I am not. So n log 2 to the power, is it n log 2 to the power of 2 is better than 2 times log 2 n? One is better than the other. I mean, you can say something. Why is it better? What are we talking about here? Are we talking about like search algorithms? Are we talking about the distance between a potato chip in my mouth? Or Conlang? Right, you're Conlang. I see. Yes. Co-working and studying category. Yeah, I've actually gone in there a few times. I've actually done some work in there during the day. File not found. Well, that's a good sign. That is a very, very good sign, actually. Because, look, there we go. PHP FPM. Not found. Brilliant. I know how to make that work. Maybe. But maybe I don't, because it's got to be, it's public. It's got to be mounted. The root has to be in public. So how do we tell PHP FPM Docker image? This is great. Okay, we're finally getting somewhere. Fantastic. Yeah, but the co-working thing's great, and I actually mean to do a bit more of that. Like in my job, like technically the project that I work on, the company I work for, it's not open source. So the issue there is that having the code up on the screen, you know, is questionable. But like, I'm pretty much like, I don't know. I don't think it's a problem, and just to put it bluntly, it's just not going to be an issue. Considering me and the other senior developer basically run the show, sort of. Well, not really. I mean, we do the day-to-day stuff. We don't run the business, but we... Yeah. Anyway. Anywho, what am I on about? Bro, question. Yes. The answer is maybe. The answer is n log 2 to the power of 2. N log 2 squared. O times log n. Do you think science will solve everything eventually? I mean, how can you solve everything? That is a philosophically flawed question, I believe. I don't want to... Or do you think there are things that are pure humanities? Interesting question. So is everything reducible? Is everything, including human thought and behavior and experience, reducible to a scientific base? I think... Oh, God. Okay, focus mode. Focus mode hanging on by a thread. Can't do this. I can't do this. Okay. I think that we are fundamentally unable to understand the answers to everything. I think we are just not... I just think our brains are not built, you know, to... We're not one... Well, at least not one human, right? Maybe humans as a collective over time might be able to unravel the fundamental mysteries of existence. You know? But I think we are a little bit... I mean, what we see and the things that we measure and all of that do have some obvious bases in reality, but I think reality goes far beyond what, you know, especially the purpose of it and the actual nature of reality. Like, maybe physical phenomenon we're able to look at, but the actual... Yeah, I don't know. As some of the... That's what Einstein used to call God, right? He wasn't religious, but he said that's, you know, talking about God when you get to that kind of level of stuff. That, and he said that because God has been in the past a label that we slap across anything that we don't understand, right? The sun, it makes everything grow and makes us warm. God, Ra, you know, oh no, hang on, it's just a giant ball of fire in the sky that burns billions of tons of nuclear material every second, and it's going to do so for the next 5 billion years or whatever. Like, we didn't understand that back then. Heliocentrism, right? Like, the sun is at the center, like, or no, what was it? Earth being at the center of the universe. Yeah, no. I mean, that was truth for a long time. Truth. 100%. Still some people flat out. For me, you would argue everything will eventually become science. Well, I mean, it depends how also. I mean, science, what do you mean it will become science? Science is a process, isn't it? The systematic study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world. So what you're saying is eventually we will understand through systematic study the entire structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation, experimentation, and the testing of theories against the evidence obtained. So if you're saying that, then sure. Maybe. Maybe. We just don't know what it all does. Yeah, that's true. We don't. And there's a lot of stuff that we know that's there which doesn't do anything. A lot of our genetic code that's dormant, for example, does absolutely fuck all, because Well, that's how evolution works sometimes. It leaves random bits and pieces around. Right, let's get this sorted. I need to get this sorted because I'm so close to actually having this thing running. Let's go PHP. Rewrite. Here's a typical caddy file for a Laravel project. Rewrite. Regular expression. You know what? This might be a job for AI because I can't be bothered figuring this out. I mean, actually, that's not. Root serve app public. Okay, so do we need a rewrite rule for it? Maybe we do. Maybe we do need a rewrite rule. So regular expression, any character, any number of characters. Rewrite to index. Okay. And then so this file not found 404 is coming from caddy, not from PHP FPM. So but are there things, do you think, Throbbing? I will never get used to asking an existential scientific question to somebody with the name Throbbing. It's just, I don't know, some kind of weird juxtaposition in my head, but that could just be my biases, you know. What I was going to say is, do you think there are some things that fundamentally as human beings we are just incapable of understanding? Some of these scientific structures and behaviors in the universe, in the entire universe and reality of existence, that humans are unable to understand. The House does not agree. Interesting. I mean, I think we've done a pretty good job. I think one thing that we're really good at is being able to take something which is beyond our comprehension, beyond our ability to sense, and put it into different terms. For example, mathematics, the way we can measure stuff using high-speed machines and bring it back into a time and a reality that we are able to perceive. All right. Okay, we're up again. Let's see what happens this time. Skipping initialization. We're ready. What do we get this time? We get connection refused. No, we don't. Okay, what's it going to do now? We get connection refused. Caddy exited with exit code 1. That's not good. Caddy. Parsing caddy file token. Too few arguments. Must have at least a rewrite URI. Yeah, alright, okay. This is ridiculous. I'm actually Laravel caddy file. I think this blog that I was reading off Note there is a better way to host. Okay, let's have a look at this caddy file. 5 years ago. No, that'll be the old. That'll be like an old version. Tweaking Franken PHP caddy for Laravel Octane. Oh, that's right. There's that whole thing as well. Ah, dang it. So I don't need the rewrite rules? See, and then there's Franken PHP as well, which I could have used Franken PHP. Dang it. Maybe. Because Franken PHP is pretty awesome. Because PHP's thing of creating, basically bootstrapping the application for every request is kind of crazy, but Franken PHP keeps it running in memory. It can serve things ridiculously fast. In Anogagan centillion is a very large number. That's what I'm gonna put my money on. An extraordinarily large number. But I don't know what 10 of them is specifically. Probably 10 times larger than one of them. I could guess. Right, okay, I'm getting very distracted here looking at Franken PHP, so I'm not going to do that right now. But I should make a note to myself that that would be worth yeah, that would be worth using. All right, let's go back to our old chat GPT here, see what it can come up with for us. All right, let's see. Here's my caddy file. I'm just going to give it my caddy file. Right. What about actually? I'm going to say okay. Let's go this. Okay. In Docker Compose, I am using the PHP FPM. Move this over here. I'm using the PHP FPM PHP FPM. Oh no, what's PHP? 8.4 FPM Alpine image. I have the volume mounted as docs var .html. Is that enough? Do I need to tell PHP FPM about the public folder? Yeah, that's Caddy's job, right? PHP executes whatever PHP file Caddy tells it to. Does not care about public. It just receives public. It returns a response. Yep. Great. That makes sense. Your correct Caddy file. Is that right? It's insisting on this blimmin' star matcher, but I don't actually need that. Why it doesn't? Yeah, okay, I get that. Hey, what's up, JF Mello? How you going? What am I building? Well, at the moment, I'm trying, as you can see by the focus mode. Wait, which way do I? There? Focus mode engage message. I'm trying to build a container stack. Docker container stack for a Laravel application, which is going to be basically a community, kind of like a notice board thing, but it's the very first step in a long-running project of building a resilient community network for communication that can run across sort of a resilient mesh network, for example. So like there's like Meshtastic and things like that, which run for sorry, I'm starting to get very tired, so I'm mixing up my words now, but like, yeah, mesh networks that can run on various mediums like cables, LoRa, Wi-Fi, 900 megahertz, whatever. It doesn't matter what radio it is. It automatically builds a mesh network and can communicate. Yeah. So this is the first step, is getting it actually running on the normal internet. And then the network layer that handles the fallback and all that. And hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Oh, so that was a tough few sentences I just said then. I tell you that. Oh my gosh, and we just got the old 10 follower goal. How's that? Thank you very much. Yeah, so my brain hurts. Problem is I'm a programmer during the day. That's my day job, and I've been programming all day. And I'm in New Zealand, so it is now 10 o'clock at night. And so I'm trying to find a way to be able to do these sort of projects in the evening without being too, like, I gotta find a way that works. But yeah, well, anyway, well, thanks for following. Welcome to the channel. It's relatively new channel, one that I started up. There you go, the old bot advertising what the mess is about, what it's going to be one day. My dream is to have a physical makerspace, you know, workshop where I put all my tools that I've got. In my garage, which are going to waste. 3D printers, all sorts of random stuff. and enable people to design and build projects for that benefit the community. Not money focused, not anything like that. Money is a tool. Money isn't the goal. Right? We only need so much money. Anyway, that's my rant. Over. Let's have a look at this now. Both containers must mount the same code. Yes, we do that. If you see file not found, the root path is wrong, the volumes don't match, or the path inside containers differs. Inside the caddy container, if that file exists, you're good. Okay. It's being very emphatic about the fact that I didn't need to do that. It probably could have stopped there. That's the funny thing about AI. It doesn't know when to stop. It just keeps talking. Keeps going. Keeps going. Alright, what do we got going on here? Caddy exited. That's right, because we had that stupid rewrite rule. That didn't work. So I'm going to get rid of that again. We are going to shut this down. Maybe I should have mounted the caddy file into the container. What has the Twitch set my new follower goal to? That's what I want to know. Open projector. Set it to 10 out of 10. Huh. Okay. It hasn't. I thought it was going to set a new one for me. I'll do that later. Right, Caddy did not crash this time, which is nice. File not found. You see, that's a problem. So what if we go index.php? See, that doesn't work either. So 404. So maybe I do need to get inside this. Maybe I do need to get inside this container and see what's going on. So we'll go docker ps. We'll have a look at the processes. We will find out what we got going on here. Where Ussemble caddy. That's what we're called. So that's what we want. We want to go docker execute interactive tty Ussemble caddy bin /bash. No such container. Assemble caddy. Well, oh, because that's the image. Names. Assemble caddy 1. That's what it is. Assemble caddy 1. There we go. Unable to find. Oh no, is it shell? No, it is. See? So the files are there. Oh, /srv. Yeah, that's what I said. /srv. Ah, dang it. Gaslighting myself with that one. Okay, so it must be srv/public. Yes, we know. So, are there some kind of file issues here? Like we got root. Make sure these are writable. Make sure the app URL is correct. Well, that's a good point. Ussemble.local. So that is correct. Does it need to know the port name? What's it even trying to get? Like if I refresh this and go 404 remote address. Yeah, request URL. Request headers. Host 23,380. So does the host matcher actually have to include that? I think I did this before and it didn't work. Oh my gosh. Okay, does okay. Right, because port 80 is already being used on this machine. I need to map the port 80 of the container to 23380 of the host. How does this change things? Do I need this for the host matcher in the caddy file? Good question. Short answer, no. You just visit that. That's it. Caddy 480. So I don't even need the domain name. Or maybe I do. Ah, there we go. Okay, so that's important. Redirects may drop the port. Okay, it's I'm using the domain ussemble.local to 3380. This is actually pointed to my NAS box where the Docker containers are running, not the local machine. Caddy must match ussemble.local. Yes, correct. Port mapping does not affect the caddy file. Fantastic. Okay, so that's what I've got. This is what I've got. Everything is good. We do not put that in the caddy file. Fantastic. So the host caddy matches that just fine. The Docker ports, good. Update Laravel env. That's what I need to do. So we'll go 23380. If you want cleaner URLs, yeah, I know, free up a port. Wow. Look at this. Yeah, good. All right, so we've set the app URL. Let's go and restart it and see what happens. I'm pretty sure the env file, yeah, it's all mounted in there. So with a restart, it all should be fine. So restart will be sweet. I swear that I can do this better when I'm not streaming. Like, I could swear that this wouldn't take this long. It's just because I'm streaming that things go wrong. See, okay, so. Right, so I'm getting this in the container logs. File system mismatch, yeah. Okay, so I have probably done something wrong in the PHP FPM side of things. /var script file name, but that's not okay. That's your bug. Yes, because it doesn't exist in the server thing. But I don't want to mount it. I mean, to be fair, this is the first time I've done this. Split PHP, FPM, caddy containers. So I'll be a little kind to myself. What's this music? I'm gonna... Why do I know this song? And how is this DMCA free? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm gonna trust in the playlist. This is so obvious stuff. Like, I can't, like, it bothers me that I'm not really a server engineer at heart, but like, yeah. Okay. Anyway, at least I know what to do. I know how to fix it. So let's go. Let's mount it there. Let's change the caddy file to var www html public. One more build and watch it work. Well, it won't actually, because we haven't migrated any of the tables or anything like that. So, but let's see. So how do we change our goal? Let's go manage goals. Let's do this quickly. Hey, there's me. Look at YouTube. So lonely. Auto goal. Automatically level up. So they'll do it for next stream, I suppose. Alright, so that's fine. I'll just leave it alone, because I'm going to get off in a second. Compose build. Who's been messaging me? Okay, what a smutty song. Disgusting. No, I'm kidding. Alright, here we go. Is it going to work? Boom. Connection refused. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. How? What's crashed? Ready to handle connections. Caddy. So what I should be able to do is log into here and see nothing. Go var www html, and I should be able to see everything in here, which I can. Cool. That's good. Mod rewrite. Ugh. Okay, so we've got .env, cat.env. How can we see? So we can have a look at the caddy file there. Oh, what? That's the wrong caddy file. Ah, you... Okay. Breathe. We're fine. Okay. Let's change this caddy file. VI. Let's go. We're going to go insert mode. We're going to take that out. Exit. Right, quit. Alright, now caddy. Reload. Refresh. Ah, bloody perfect. Okay, and I know exactly what this problem is. It doesn't have write access to the storage. That's great. Fantastic. Okay, no, that's very good. Actually, that's really good. Okay, we're actually running now. Ugh. That was painful. That was very painful. Okay, var HTML. So I'm just gonna do the thing here. I'm just gonna go ch mod. We're gonna get user group plus read write on storage. And we're gonna go recursive. Sorry. And we're gonna go ch mod. Well, we'll see what that does for starters. Okay, nothing, apparently. Okay, fine. It's what's the user that it has to be though? It's like data or something, isn't it? Yeah, so I suppose one of the issues might be see if we go storage. What is Caddy running under? It's running under root. So I don't know why it doesn't have the ability. Oh, maybe because of the way it's mounted in the Docker Compose. So there we go, away bot. Bye bye. Ban time. Goodbye. No, no, what did I just do? Cancel. Okay, there we go. Alright, it's about time I got off. I think because I am tired and at least I've got the server running and PHP FPM connected and the database is obviously, I don't know, freaking things are happening extremely slowly. It only took me 2 hours. I suppose it's not that bad actually. I think about it. I'll put it that way. Especially because I'm talking a bunch of crap as well at the same time. So I do really want to sort this out though. Okay, and I'm just it's so tempting to ask AI all the time. Okay, great. We've got the server running, but Laravel cannot access the storage folder for writing. Permissions problems. Fix. Classic Docker. PHP runs as data, but your mounted code is owned by your NAS user. So inside the container, 82 cannot write 1000. Fix permissions inside the container. So data can write. Really? Well, how about I just go... Yeah, so it survives rebuilds. Add this to your Docker Compose. Yeah, well, why don't we just do that then? Or cleaner for NAS environments. Wait, why is it cleaner? NAS specific warning. Yes, for local dev only. 777. Woo! It's like six. It's like six, the 777 permission is like 666 for Christians. It's like that's the number of the devil for developers. I mean, the fundamental issue here is that I'm mounting the container into the file systems. That's the fundamental issue here, and I shouldn't be doing that. It should be packaged together, as you know. Really, I shouldn't be. I mean, really, these shouldn't be separate. Like, I should be building my own Docker file, which has caddy and PHP FPM all lumped in together with the code copied into that container. That, I mean, maybe, yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's something nice about having all these different services on different containers, though. That's the whole idea of containerization. You know, they can scale independently and also run independently. Like, and that's the other thing. I mean, I'm thinking about having this software running as fragmented as it needs to be, because if it's running on a mesh network, a resilient mesh network, then, you know, you can't rely on one PHP FPM service. Like, it has to be able to spin up from anywhere if it needs to and advertise itself. Anyway, that's way later, but I've got to think down the track. So, what else? Let's go. What do we got here? All right, let's see what happens here. We're gonna do the old chone. We'll try dub data. See what happens. It's probably gonna break everything. Unknown user group. Yeah. Well, that makes sense because we don't have that user group in the caddy container, do we? No, we don't. So where do we have it? In the PHP FPM container. So we can get out of here. We can go exit. We can go. Whoops. We can go PHP FPM. No such container. Oh man, what? Are you serious? But it's right there. It's literally right there. Oh, what? Okay, Docker PS. What do we got? Let's see. Assemble. Oh, it's Ussemble. Okay. Fair enough. Fine. So we go Assemble. Yeah, it's better. In shell. Okay. Now I'm just going to copy AI's suggestion here. 775. That's okay. Paste anyway. Boom. Beautiful. Ah, fantastic. Could not find driver. That's the problem. Could not find driver. It's probably because we don't have PGSQL. PDO drivers, SQLite, MySQL. Where's PHP installed? Opt? No. Why would it be there? I thought it was ETC. What the hell? What about an ETC opt? No. What? I have to do a find. Alpine release. Anyway, I am starting to fall asleep. It is probably time, definitely this time, that I went to bed. So, for anyone who is for some reason still here, thanks for hanging. And we'll see you another time. And maybe next time I will even have this thing actually running, which will be amazing. And then the real work can start. Yeah. Maybe. Good night. Fairly well. Thanks for the hangs and chats. I feel like at the moment, maybe the chats and music are the only thing that's going to make the stream interesting at the moment, because I'm certainly not progressing. That's something I think developers are pretty hard on themselves with sometimes, is you get frustrated with how slowly you progress on something so seemingly simple. And obviously once you've sorted out the answer, once you know what the issue was, it's easy. You're like, oh, why didn't I think of that? But it's a journey, not the destination right now. Anyway, okay. I'd love to get to the destination at some point. Okay, good night. See you another time. Got to stop the stream somehow.